Water signs, welcome back, guys. This is So True You Tear It, and I feel like doing some weekly energy readings, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So that's what I was feeling, so let's do it. Let's do these weekly energies. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys, and thank you for all your positive comments and all your new subscribes and all your likes. So we gonna get started. I haven't used these cards in a while. These are the what the heck is these cards? The Milo Manera tarot cards, guys. So these are the mini cards. These are cards I like. They're so small. They're perfect for my little mini hands. All right. So water signs, we're going to get started. We're going to make this a weekly. I think I'm going to make sure I get all the weeklies in for this month. This is going to be for the month of May. So this is your weeklies for the month of May. I'm going to make this the first week, water signs. And then I got to make sure I push it out for the rest of the month. So let's get started. All right, it's been a second since I did these cards. Give me 1 second, water signs. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I'm getting it right. All right, so I'm going to turn the cards over and we're going to get started. All right, so in this first week, I'm going to say the first card is going to be, you know, that's your personality. This is your ego. Let's see where your ego is playing in the first week. I don't know if I'm going to read them in reverse or not, guys. We'll see. But you got so water signs in this first week, we got the Knave of Fire. So I feel like somebody feeling like taking action. This is my action card, the Knave of Fire. This is somebody coming into, or we don't feel like we taking action, because remember this was in the reverse. So maybe somebody not feeling like taking no action at all in this in this first week in April. So, and maybe that's your ego. Your ego feel like you're not trying to take charge of none of this. You don't want to handle and you don't want to deal, because normally when this card is in the upright, y'all know my Knave of Fire, he come in, take care of the situation and go on about his business. He's action oriented. But when he in the reverse, he may not feel like taking an action. You don't feel like making no moves on this situation in this first week. All right, that's what I'm feeling, water signs. The second card could be your memory, maybe your past memory, where your mind is at. Maybe thinking about a time with the the 5 of fire. Where we think about a time when we got mauled in a situation. Maybe that's why we're not taking no action. And it was in the reverse too. So maybe this is really heavy on our mind. Our mind is thinking about a time when somebody just was doing us any kind of way, just taking pure advantage, you know. And maybe it was like fighting, and because this is the 5 of wands, so this could be like fighting energy. Just, it was a lot of turmoil. It was being pulled in all these different directions, and maybe that's why you're not taking no action, because nobody trying to be pulled in a bunch of different directions in this first week in this energy. And maybe that's why, like, you know, water signs, that if you take action to try to fix this situation, it's gonna pull you in all them different directions. Maybe you're just not feeling that. A water sign is foreseeing something that they just not trying to be involved in. They don't want to be involved in none of this arguments. They're not trying to get in the middle of this mess. All these people being pulled in all these different directions. So that's why we're not taking action in this first week in May. Where your mind is about this situation, though, water signs, I think your mind is the devil. Yeah, your mind is like, I'm not getting involved. Like, you're not trying to get in the middle of that. Them addictions. The devil could be addictions, guys. This could be addictions. And I think maybe that's why. Your mind is like, no, this is devil energy. This is negativity. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not getting in the middle of that arguing. I'm not taking action. This is not the time for the water sign to take action. So I feel like that's why, because you already know this is not good. This is addictive energy. This is devil energy. This is that argumentative energy that keep you in that same negative space. So I think for the first week, some of my water signs is just not going to take no action in this situation. We're not doing it, because nobody trying to get stuck in that type of energy. All right. Your fourth God, where's my words at? Your fourth card, guys, is going to be your mood, water sign. So what mood you in? All right, we in the 5 of earth. So I think this is not happening to all the water signs. Okay, so don't feel like this is happening to every water sign that's watching the video. This is just for the few that's feeling this. If this you feel like this is you, water signs, this is you. But right now I do have a water sign who feel like they might have to be, you know, they down on their luck. They might have to beg a little bit. I just feel like there's an energy here of somebody feeling like they need to scrape up all the little bit that they have to get it together. Like, we really it's down to the last. We down to our last in our feelings. There's a water sign here that's just feel like they need to beg to get by. They need to scrape up every little penny. Maybe we in a financial situation this first week, and we just feel like we scraping up every little bit we got. And I don't know if you want people to see you like this. Maybe that's why you avoid getting yourself in the middle of that situation, because you don't want people to see you begging and being at your last. That type of feeling, you don't want people to see you like this. So maybe that's why you're not getting involved, because if you did get involved in that situation, you will be scraping. Maybe if you got involved in that mess, in that drama, in that fight, in that addictive energy, it's going to put you back to a place where you was begging for help or on your last and nobody was around, but everybody could see you in that situation and nobody wanted to help. That type of energy in the first week. So maybe that's why water signs ain't getting involved in this. We're not trying to be scraping pennies in 2019. That's the energy I feel, water signs. So when it comes to this fifth card, this energy right here is what's on your heart. So what's on your heart in this first week, water signs? You got the Ten of Water. So I think what's on your heart is change. It's getting out of the old and into the new. Coming up a brand new you. That's what's on your heart. A brand new you. Not getting involved in that old drama. Getting out of that, changing a change. That's what I feel. That's what's on the heart of the water signs. In the month of April, it's change with the Ten of Water here. Somebody ready for a change. They ready to come out of that old way of thinking and show your new side. Get out of that old argumentative state. Not the water sign that used to take action all the time and put themselves in the middle of that drama. They're not doing it this time. We staying out of all that drama, all of that mess, and we trying to work on us. And you working on your own change, your own growth, water signs, in this first week. All right? That's what the mood is. I mean, yep, that's what the, I'm sorry, that was the matter of the heart. That was on your heart is change. As far as your health, water signs in this first week, I got the Ten of Air. So I feel like health could be up in the air. This ain't all the water signs, but I feel like there's a water sign here that's not really listening to when it comes to their health. They're not really hearing nobody right now. Some water signs, not all water signs, but there's some water signs that just ain't hearing nobody. When it comes to their health, they got some other stuff going on right now. Maybe some things on their heart. They just not hearing that health stuff. You know, there's somebody down here like, you know, I'm here for you, to help you. I want to be there for you when you go to the doctors. You know, this person like holding your shoe like I'm here, but you're not really trying to hear that. So whoever this is, they not really opening up to their health this month. Not this first week, maybe not the month. I said the month, but this is the weekly energy. But maybe they're not trying to hear that the whole month. Some water sign is really not, their health is up in the air right now when it comes to a certain water signs and their health. All right. How society looking at a situation? How society see this in this first week, water signs? Society see the Six of Air. So society see that things look a bit fantasy-like. I think maybe people looking at this situation, or society is looking at it like it's a bit of a fantasy. Like maybe they feel like you're not your true self. Maybe they're not showing you. Because I feel like this person up here is like a fantasy person. Like people come to see this person that they always coming to see this person, but this person is almost, you can't really see her. She almost kind of shadowed out or fading out, in and out, fading in and out. So I do feel like society not really seeing the true you. That's how I feel. Society don't really see you this week. They're not seeing the real you. They keep coming to see you, but they're not going to always get the real you every time they come. They may get some of you, but not the real you, water signs. Not in this first week. And maybe that's because your mind is just still all over the place. With all of that, staying out of that, trying to work on you. You working on you. So it's hard for people to see you when you still working on you. That's the energy I'm getting, okay? All right, water signs. How are we going to end out this week? This is the end out of the week. We got the Three of Fire. So I think it's going to end out with... it's going to end out with some action. Like... somebody just, you know what, like saying, forget it. I want it, I'm going to get it. There's action. We're going to end it out with action. That's how I feel. If you want something, you're going to get it, water signs. And it could be a fire sign involved with this water signs. But I feel like there's a water sign here who's just going to take action. You know, and that's how we're going to end it out. It's like, they going to take action. Whoever this is, you're going to get what you want because they all over the situation. All over it. Naked. The other person may not even be prepared for the action that's about to get taken towards the end of the week. It's like, you know what? I don't care if you want it or not. I want it, and I'm going to get it. And I just feel like there's a water sign here who's going to be like, you know what? Throwing all caution to the wind, and they're just going after what they want. All right? Spiritual tendencies. Water signs. What's my spiritual tendencies for my water sign? I got the Three of Water. So spiritually, I got some water signs that's free. They float by their own rules. We free spiritually. So there's not, I think there's some water signs here, you know, You just can't hold them down in nobody's religion and nobody's spiritual tendencies. They float freely the way they need to float. So ain't nothing wrong with that. Water signs, if you floating free in your spirituality, your spiritual tendencies, then you doing what you got to do. I don't think there's a water sign here. There's not much you could say to these water signs because they live religiously free and spiritually free. And they flow free. They are free spiritually, okay? All right? That's your spiritual tendencies, water signs. I think when it comes to work in this first week, how's work looking like, water signs? We looking like the knave of water. So I think there's some water signs here that want to be carried or want somebody to help them in this first week. We need to be carried through a situation. So I got a water sign that want to be carried through something. Maybe something is feeling heavy at work. Like this situation is getting heavy. So they want help. Some water signs is looking for some help at work in this first week. Somebody to carry them. And I don't even think they want help. They want to be carried through it. Like they don't even want to deal with it at work. They want them to put me on your shoulder and carry me through this whole week because I'm really not trying to deal with none of that. So there's some water sign energy here that just want this work taken care of for them, and they don't want to put in the work that's involved in doing the work. That's the that's the energy I'm getting. I think we hoping, water signs, that we get the 6 of fire. We hoping that we don't have to do anything that we don't really want to do to get where we want to be. I think there's a hope here that we don't have to put in that much action. We hope we ain't got to put in that much work at work. You know what I'm saying? And that's the feeling here. Now you see her hand, where her hand at, right? Doing a little something, something to get what she want. You know, if that means putting her hand in that waiter pants to get that fine glass of wine, then she gonna do what she want. But I think there's a hope here that we don't have to do that this week. We hope we ain't got to put in no extra work this week. So there's some water signs that's hoping that somebody will take care of that. They don't want to do the extra to get what they need. I don't want to do that to get the finer things in life. I just want I want to be lifted. I want somebody to carry me through this. So that's the hope. We hope that we don't have to do the work. We hope we don't have to put in the extra work to get what we want this week. But it's going to be difficult, water signs, because you know what? With the 5 of water here, you just barely making it above water. And I think it's going to be difficult because somebody trying to carry, they can't carry you through this week. They can't, water signs. Look, they barely could carry themselves. Keeping you above water is drowning them, water signs. They can't keep you and themselves above the water. They ain't going to be able to carry you this week. That's what I'm telling you. They can't carry you through this situation. You don't want to do no work. You want somebody to carry you through it, but they can't, because if they carry you through this week, you're going to pull them down and you going under. They can't. You're going to have to help. Like I said, I felt like you didn't even want to you didn't want to help. You want to be carried through it. You don't want to put in the effort. You don't want to put in the work this week, water signs. But guess what? If you let them do all the work, you're going to drown, and you're going to bring them down too. Don't bring them down trying to help you. You can't bring nobody else down trying to help you out, water signs. That ain't going to work like that. All right. So that's my weekly energy, water signs. I'm going to see you guys next week. All right. Bye, guys.